Hi, welcome to So Get the Podcast. I'm KD. Let's get the show started. But we'll get the show started. My thoughts and prayers goes out to everyone. Hope everyone is looking out for one another and themselves. It's a lot that's taking place in the world today. Every hour, every second, every minute, every week. It's a tragedy happening in the day. For today's show, would like to start off with, it's a lot, so bear with me. Seems like every week is always something, But today, I do want to start off with, have you all have heard about the airplane with the passengers on board, and they had to make an emergency landing, Alaska Airlines. I'm going to start off with that one. Very fortunate that no one was hurt from what was being told. That they had to make an emergency landing for a hole inside of the airplane. Whatever taking place that allowed that to happen, I don't know. But they have allegedly said that for each passenger, they're going to pay them $1,500 and refund them as far as their plane tickets. Now, you might say, well, Katie, what would you want them to do, if that's not enough or whatever the case may be, for that not to happen? I know things do happen in the world, but things like that, when it's not the passenger causing that particular incident, that's on the company, that's on the brand. Like I said, I'm thankful that no one was hurt, but that should never happen. Those things like emergency exits, stuff like that happens, for emergencies only. That was just, and $1,500 and refunding everyone their plane tickets for that ride. Should be more than that. But at the end of the day, I'm just glad that no one was hurt. Last week's show, I'm not sure if you all had checked that movie out, Leaving the World Behind. So the car scene, if you have seen it or have not, it was a scene dealing with cars, driving on their own. And the family, the wife, saw that these cars was coming towards her because, the highway was kind of blocked off with vehicles and you couldn't get through. No one was in those vehicles, but the particular vehicle was a Tesla vehicles that was driving on their own and colliding with the other cars that was damaged on the highway. And luckily that the mother, the parents and the kids and the family got back into the vehicle, and she was swerving and avoiding the cars coming towards them. So Tesla is on my radar. Yes, Tesla is on my radar. They have been several things that's been coming out about Tesla. It seemed like over the last maybe couple months or so, but as of late, they have recalls for more than 1.6 million cars in China over Stern software issue and door locking system, the country's regulator says. The recall includes its model S, X, 3 and Y, and 7,538 imported vehicles. The problem will be fixed by the remote updates to software, meaning the vehicles would not need to be taken to the dealership or garages. It comes less than a month after Tesla recalled 2 million cars in the U.S. due to the autopilot software issues. In May last year, the Chinese regulator said more than 1 million vehicles may have acceleration and braking system issues. American electric car giant then discovered problems with the assistant driving functions and door locking system. The Chinese regulator, the State Administration for Market Regulation, SAMR, described the planned vehicle update as a recall, even though it would happen remotely. Tesla will release an over-the-air software update for a total of 1,610,105 vehicles, including imported Model X and X, and the China-made models 3 and Y cars made from 2014 to 2023. The AMR said. The regulator added that this was to tackle issues with the auto steer function and cut the risk of collision. This is the second recent blown for Tesla in the country after China's BYD overtook Tesla electric car sales worldwide in the last quarter of 2023. Another similar move in 2022 saw Tesla recall nearly 128,000 cars in China over a rear motor inverter defect. Tesla has a large consumer market in China where people has been encouraged to buy electric and hybrid vehicles through subsidy. The country aims to have a majority of cars powered with clean energy by 2035. China also hosts a major manufacturing plant, which is Tesla's first gigafactory to be built abroad. The facility delivered 947,000 vehicles in 2023, according to the state news agency. Exxon, I believe I pronounced that correctly. Okay, so it's unfortunate that brand is going through these difficulties with their manufacturing. As of late, like I said, these big time brands or institution in corporate America with these cars over the last several shows, every week is another one, then another one. A lot of people, there's still some people out here that rather have gas cars than electric cars. They rather taking them, driving in their hands compared to, technology or software or computer driving for them. For this taking place in the movie and also in real time, recalls about all this dysfunction with these vehicles, I don't know. That's not good. It's not good for business. That you bringing harm to the people. Things can be done and can get fixed to make things better. But I think it's going to take a lot to draw people back in to buy your product and or your service. And it's not looking too good for Tesla as of right now. I know a lot of people keeping in old school cars and gasoline vehicles. With all these things taking place, might not be a bad idea. Okay, so moving forward, that's on my radar. Seems like every week is jobs. People losing jobs and not able to pay their bills or looking for somewhere else to work. Some have to relocate to work. Most people can't actually get up and just move, especially if the pay is not right, or even having the finances to, move from one city or state to another. It costs. It's not cheap. But Citigroup is on my radar. Well, they are cutting 10% of its workforce in CEO Jane Fraser's corporate overhaul to help boost the embedded bank results and stock price. In November, CNBC reported that the managers and consultants involved in the CEO Jane Fraser's restructuring discussed job cuts of 10%. The company has since executed several waves of layoffs, with another round of cuts set for January 22nd, according to the source. About 20,000 employees will be let go over the medium term. New York-based Citigroup said Friday in a slideshow tied to fourth quarter earnings, while it wasn't immediately clear how long that is, the bank has previously used the term to denote a 3 to 5 year period. Citigroup had roughly 200,000 workers at the end of 2023, including Mexican operations that are in the process of being spun out, according to the presentation. In November, CNBC reported that the managers and consultants involved in the effort, known internally by the code name Project Bora, discussed job cuts of 10% in several major businesses. The company has since executed several waves of layoffs, beginning with the top layers of the bank, with another round of cuts set for, like I said, January 22nd this year, according to a person familiar with the matter. Citigroup spokesman declined to comment. Citigroup had been a notable outlier, maintaining staffing levels at around 240,000 for all of 2023, including Mexico operations. I said Citigroup said it booked a 780 million change in the fourth quarter tied to Fraser's restructuring project, and that it may post another $1 billion in other expenses in 2024. The move could help trim up to $2.5 billion in costs over time. The bank said, given the outlook for thousands of more jobs cuts over the next few years, some Citigroup employees are using vacation time or mental health leave to search for their next position, said the person familiar with the matter, who declined to be identified, speaking about the personal matter. Another job. And then there's going to be another job. Sorry. I know I haven't hit those who still have a job. Not quite yet. The government had a deal for not the government closed. People work for the government too, but that's just that. But as far as the other institutions, it seems like every week it's about thousands. When it's going to stop, it might never stop. If it haven't affected you yet, like I said, it just haven't knocked at your front doorstep yet. And when that take place, what are you going to do? Like I said over here, EUSE, Monumental Music Group, and So Gifted. It's things that can be done, has been done, and will always be done for those who's looking to do something different, trying something different, that's been dreaming of doing something different, far as what you really want to do and be successful at it. And these type of things you don't have to worry about and or focus on. You can just focus on what you love every day, every morning, every night, waking up to something you love to do. When you want to do that? Long time ago, used to always hear, people complain about going to work, but people was going to work because they did it for the paycheck. But they never really liked the people that they was working for. But they liked to go to work enough because it's for the paycheck. Why not get the paycheck for your soul? Why not do what you love and get it that way? To where as though you don't never want to go on vacation, you never want to not go to work. Over here, I don't say go to work, I say living in my gift. But those who go to work, they seem like, you hit the snooze button over and over again. You got to get up, you got to get up and go to work, and you really don't want to go. That type of feeling, don't you want to try a different feeling? Okay, moving forward, that's on my radar. Since I'm sticking with the job cuts, Birmingham Council is on my radar. Doesn't matter where they are, what the industry that you partaking in, they are just jobs being released everywhere. So, the bankrupt Birmingham Council planned up to 600 job cuts. The authority added it would start conversations with unions and staff immediately. The council declared itself effectively bankrupt last year amid equal pay claims up to 760 M and 800 M overspend on the IT system. I apologize for the M. This somewhere else. At the end, the chief executive, Deborah Cademan, said no decisions will be made until the end of the period of consultation. The council faces exceptional financial, cultural, and governance challenge. She added in a letter to staff on Tuesday, the independent commissioner were brought into to help the authority plug a $300 gap over the next 2 years. Stuart Richards, senior organizer at the GMB, said he was disappointed the news was made public before talks were held with the union. We've not yet received the full information of what those proposals are and what the total number of redundancy are. He said, again, seeing this in the public domain before they start talking to the trade unions is incredibly disappointing. Ms. Cateman said that the 600 jobs did not include posts deleted through a revamp of the organization that were already vacant. Wow. Statement from her, understanding that this news would be unsettling, and I want to reassure you that we are here to support you through this process, she said. Staff will be invited this week to attend briefly to hear how the consultation period will work. The council said the briefing were planned to be held either later this week or next, and staff were urged to attend them and ask questions on January 22nd. Ms. Canman will host an online meeting alongside the authority's Director of People Services, Katie Fox. Ms. Canman told staff that she recognized that this news might have felt like a long time coming, but it was important for us to consider all options, preparing properly for this change, talk to our trade unions and partners, and ensure that the proposal we make are the right ones for the council. Our city and our president, she added, it's another statement, we have had to make and will continue to make tough decisions to ensure the future of the council and how we deliver services to residents. The authority has the most debt of any council in the country, according to the BBC. The council owes more than 29 BN to lenders, placing it ahead of leads on 2.2 BN and working on 1.9 BN. However, council bosses said it is no surprise it was top of the list, as it was the largest local authority in the country. The spokesman for the council said, "We understand that this is news we be unsettling, and I want to reassure you that we are here to support you through this process." The BBC recently revealed that the council had asked the government for permission to raise council tax by up to 10% each year for the next 2 years. The council is due to set its budget next month. It's another one. It's only 600 allegedly. That's the numbers that I just read off. Is they only, most companies in corporate America continue to the technology and AI things of that nature. The computer are replacing humans. As far as certain works, things that the computer can do, they don't really need the humans. They're already doing, things like self-checkout, things in that nature. Eventually, it won't be no jobs for like humanity. As far as working, for someone in corporate America, it's not going to be too many jobs available or positions available, and it's going to be very difficult to replace those who have the job or been hired to do a job. It's not going to be enough room. So what is you going to do? It doesn't matter where you are or what industry you're working in. They land people off by the hundreds and thousands. People that's older and that's parents and that's doing their best. Those who are just still working hours, and that is not on Social Security or government assistance, whatever the case may be, which is nothing wrong. I'm just saying those who continue to work and want to work and work, eventually time might run out. Okay, so moving forward, last but not least, it's another banking system on my radar. Excuse me. Yeah, you all check out the mugs in the bio. Should be on the page. Get some merch. Definitely have different merch. Always add merch to the to the store, the hoodie, the mugs, the hats, shoes, whatever you need is definitely there. But another banking system is on my radar. World's 9th largest bank paying $658 million settlement after failing to reveal risk of mortgages. That's a lot of money. French banking giant compensate customers who were not properly informed about risky mortgages. The loans in question were taken out in 2008 and 2009 in Swiss francs, which, especially during times of uncertainty, are often viewed as a safe haven currency. However, since the loans were repayable in euros, the bank's customer debt got larger as the France massively appreciated against the euro from 2008 onward. According to the statement from the France's Consommation Loungement BNP Paribas, they failed to communicate to its customers that they were facing foreign exchange risk upon the repayment of their loans. The CLCV was pursuing separate legal action in effort to nullify the mortgage contracts, and the current agreement with the BNP Paribas provides for the cancellation of all of the loans. The CLCV says that about 4,400 clients could benefit from the settlement, with each one reportedly receiving between 120 and 150 euros, which would create a total cost of 400 and 600 million euros over about 658 million. BNP Paribas is currently the 9th largest bank in the world with over 2.849 trillion assets under management. This is something. The people's money is it's being taken. There's things out there. If you have not done your research and heard about, continue to like cyber things, banking system collapsing, and or overdraft fees, loans, and mortgages. Now I just read, seem like all these things is taking place in the world, and every day it's getting worse. I know people should not live in fear. You gotta live your life. Should live your life, but you should always be prepared for the unknown. Just try your best to be prepared for anything and everything. We all human. People have emotions, but should not allow their emotions to affect the decisions that they make and or how they live their life. If they want to live their best life, just live it. But you also still got to be prepared for the unknown. Try your best to. And at the end of the day, if you all are looking to just being entertained, which is okay, to each his own, and take that wait and see approach, might be too late. Just might be too late. So I want everyone still appreciate supporting this platform with the information that's being given every week. I'm gonna bring everything to you, to your awareness, even if you care or looking for more information about what's going on in the world because you're busy in your world, and that's understandable. If you're looking for updated information or what's going on that's taking place in the world, you can find this on this platform, and you have some other platforms that give you a few real news and resource and information that can help you and most likely probably save you. that you can benefit off of, that you can help and teach your loved ones, your family members, friends, whoever it may be that's around you. It's a lot of information out here. I just hope that you're getting the right information. Hi, I'm KD. This is So Good, the podcast. See you later.